Hi, everybody. Tricia here with a discussion about sintering powders. Now, two things need to happen during debind and sintering. First is that the part shape is supported, and second is that oxygen is prevented from reaching the part. Now, we solve for part shape support with sintering refractory ballast. Now, that's Al2O3 for copper and bronze, and steel blend for the steels, 316L, 17,4, and Inconel. And we solve for oxygen with the sintering carbon. Now, lots of you have asked if these powders can be reused, and the answer is absolutely yes. With copper and bronze, you're using Al2O3 and talc, and those will have a nice long life for you. You'll use fresh ballast when you're doing something new and you don't want there to be any unknown variables. Otherwise, use it over and over. By the way, the difference between these two is that talc moves more easily. So it's great for that sintering process when your part needs to be able to move as it shrinks in on itself. Your print needs more firm support during debind, and the Al2O3 is better at that. Now, could you get away with using just one or the other for both processes? Yes, you can, but best practice is to use each where indicated. Now, when working with steel, you'll use steel blend for that refractory ballast. And again, you'll use that for many sintering cycles. You will eventually notice the color begin to change. Now, that's because one of the ingredients in the steel blend is being used up over time. Eventually, you will need to replace that material, and you'll know it's time when it no longer has a black or dark gray hue, but rather looks more yellowish. Now, sintering carbon, the one that's used for oxygen management, is meant to be consumed as it grabs all the oxygen present and keeps it from reaching your metal part. But at the end of your sintering cycle, any part of the sintering carbon that looks nice and black, just like it did when it went in the kiln, can be filtered out and used again. Now, don't worry if some of it gets into your ballast material, that's okay. You can slow the rate that sintering carbon gets used up by simply adding a cover to your crucible. This can be kiln paper that's available in our store, a ceramic plate, tool steel wrap, or anything like that that can take the heat. Make sure you're not sealing the crucible, though. There does still need to be some air movement. We're just doing what we can to minimize that without eliminating it. So bottom line, yes, reuse your refractory ballast materials and your sintering carbon. If you have more questions, reach out to us at info@thevirtualfoundry.com. Until next time, happy printing.